Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Criswell, Commissioner, New York City Emergency Management. And as you can see, Mother Nature has decided to grace us with yet another snowstorm so quickly after the last one. Right now, what we know is there is a winter storm warning that is in effect starting at 6 a.m. tomorrow through 9 p.m. tomorrow. You'll start to see some light snow develop in the morning, maybe up to an inch, half inch to an inch by 8 a.m. But it'll really pick up during the day, and the peak of the snow should be from about 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. tomorrow. We will see some snow linger on beyond that, and we should see it leave the city by 6 to 8 p.m. The total that we're looking at right now is about 6 to 8 inches, but there is a slight chance that it could go up to about 10 inches. I'll let Commissioner Grayson talk specifically about what sanitation is going to be doing, but a few other updates for you. Roadway dining and open streets will be suspended for tomorrow. Our EOC is going to be activated beginning at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Our tow truck task force will be on standby, and we will also have tow trucks pre-positioned in those critical locations. We will be issuing a hazardous travel advisory immediately following this press conference. Again, the safety of New Yorkers is our #1 priority, so we encourage everybody again, while this isn't as much snow as we saw last weekend, still strongly encourage you to stay off the roads if you don't need to. We need to be able to let sanitation and our emergency responders do the work that they need. And also at this point in time, there's no reported changes to ferry or mass transit schedules. Again, we'll update you if that does change based on the weather conditions. And as always, please stay informed. Use Notify NYC. Tune into your local news stations to find out the conditions. And I would, as always, check your mass transit schedules to see if there's any delays tomorrow. I'll turn it over to Commissioner Grayson.
Thank you, Commissioner Criswell. The men and women of the Department of Sanitation stand ready to respond to this storm. Back-to-back storms are something we train for, and they are a reality in February in New York. So we haven't seen that in a couple of seasons, but we stand at the ready. We are inside one of our salt domes. We have over 200,000 tons of salt on hand to fight this event. What we will be doing is redeploying all 715 salt spreaders and 2,000 plowed vehicles to respond to tomorrow's event. As Commissioner Criswell stated, please, if you can, stay off the roads tomorrow. That would be really helpful. We expect the conditions, especially during the morning and into the afternoon until the cessation of snowfall, to be pretty bad. Snow can be coming down over an inch an hour at times until the snowfall stops. So please just give us a little bit of room and a little bit of time, and we're coming by with plows and salt. Proactively, we are recommending, and the city is going to suspend alternate side parking Monday through Wednesday of next week. So Monday through Wednesday of next week, you don't have to move your car for alternate side parking, so we can continue to respond, as we will be moving back to the snow removal from the event just a week ago. As we all know, in New York, we're still digging out, so please be patient. This is what happens when you have back-to-back storms of significant snowfall events. We will not be employing emergency snow laborers for Sunday because of the active snowfall. We don't want people walking around in the active snowfall the conditions won't be right for it. However, emergency snow laborers who are doing some of the manual dig outs and shoveling, working with the city, that will come back into play for Monday. So no emergency laborers for tomorrow, but we will be back in Monday. And also, we will not be melting. For the last couple of days, people have seen us if you live in an area where we have an active snow melter, getting rid of the last event, we're going to suspend those melters for tomorrow, and we'll pick that back up on Monday as well to have all resources available to fight the oncoming storm. So again, pretty significant snowfall event. Not as severe as the last storm, but can be plowable snow, mostly during the day tomorrow. If you can stay off the roads, please do that. Give us some time to do our job, and we will be coming around with the full complement of staffing who've been on now for a full week, working around the clock, serving New York City. And now we can take questions if you like.
What kind of challenge? Oh, sorry. What kind of challenges do you guys face with such a quick turnaround from storm to storm, if any?
One of the challenges is, naturally, we still have some roadways that, while all the roads are passable, you still have a lot of buildup along some of the the road beds. So that'll be a challenge, especially in the residential areas. So again, we encourage all folks to just give us some time. The other challenge too is that all throughout the week, we've been trying to get back on schedule with refuse and recycling pickups. So again, refuse and recycling pickups will be delayed because we have to move back to fighting snow. And then once we get through this event, keep the roads passable for everybody leading into Monday, we'll start to get back on schedule again. So again, just some extra time, please.
Is it going to be challenging at all for your members to be out working and maybe missing the big game?
I'm sorry, I didn't, Keith.
Super Bowl Sunday.
I don't think it's no Sunday, no snowstorm in the city is ever not challenging. I think that Super Bowl Sunday is a pastime and that everybody wants to be home with their families, but our workforce is dedicated. They will be there. It won't be challenging because it's Super Bowl Sunday. It'll be challenging because it's possibly 8 to 10 inches of snow in New York City, which is never easy either way.
So, Commissioner, a lot of ice dams have built up on the sides of the roads. How much more challenging does that make it when you're trying to break through the snow? There's ice buildup on top, underneath that. How much harder does that make it?
Good question. Accreted ice is always a challenge. However, we will be out there pre-salting tonight before even the first flakes come down to try to give us a better coating on the ground even before the first flakes. Accreted ice on roadways are always a tough operating condition for us, but we've made a lot of progress throughout this week. So hopefully the main beds of the roads where most people are traveling on, usually seeing they're in really good shape already. So we expect to be able to maintain that throughout the storm.
You're not using any sand, just salt?
Right, just salt.
How many people working?
We're still in our split shift model. The men and women have been working around the clock, and we'll have over 2,000 department personnel on. Additionally, for tomorrow's event, we will get about another 100 plows from our partner agencies at DOT, Parks, and DEP.
Sorry. What's the status of your equipment from last storm? Is everything cleaned up and ready, or that extra from the DOT, is that needed because of
The
last
DOT,
storm?
great question. No, our equipment is in very good shape. Our mechanic staff is doing a great job trying to keep us, up and running. Prolonged shift is certainly an impact on the fleet. We have a great staff of mechanics that are also working around the clock throughout this event. The plan with the other city agencies to bring in plow support, we do that routinely, especially when we're in a significant plowing event, 6 inches or more. We'll usually call on those assets.
Any more questions?
So how tired are the people? I mean, they've been working around the clock, as you mentioned several times. At some point, they got to get exhausted. So how are their conditions as they get ready for it tomorrow?
Everybody's definitely tired, but they're dedicated. So we do train for this. We have put in extended shifts before. Whenever the winter comes or a natural, a meteorological response comes, hurricanes, etc., we've worked around the clock before. We definitely take that into consideration with our workforce. If they need a break, they get a break. And the real heroes of this event, and you could ask most of the men and women that work here, are the people at home who give them that support at home when they get home.
Thank you.
Thank you.